We're going to have a very special guest in here very soon.
I'm so excited.
Martin Malloy is a comedian who has worked with Bill many times. Back in the day, he would, when I first came to town and I was still doing a lot of stand-up, he would go up as Schizo Bill. And at some point, he started using his own name.
Yeah.
And
He
he's
has a reason
opening
for it.
for you this weekend at the taping of your special at the Funny Stop.
Yep, and we're going to film his sets, too, so that he'll have some stuff that he can put on YouTube and send those to, like, SiriusXM, hopefully get him some revenue. Uh-oh.
How does he spend? I guess I could ask him this when he comes in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll save the questions for him. I don't want to speak on his behalf.
Right. So,
and he's so funny. Such a good writer.
How does he, well, I feel compelled to ask some pre-questions.
All right,
here.
go ahead.
How does he spend his days?
I think he works a day job
Oh.
at McDonald's, I believe.
Okay.
I think
He had today off then.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
And then I know he goes to the library frequently to use the computers.
Oh, yeah, he told me about that when I was out there in the break.
Yeah.
Saying hello to him. Yeah. Well, we'll get into all that, I guess. Right, okay.
And then, he's just a man about town.
He is gainfully employed.
A lot of stand-up shows, and he's always got something going.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, he's a very punctual guy. He's always early. He will not be late to a gig.
I haven't booked for 4:20, and you say he's been sitting out there for a while.
For almost an hour now.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Alan Cox Show After Hours line. It is still there. Still works for you. You can leave us voicemails anytime. 216-986-8903.
Hi, Alan. I saw something pretty funny over the weekend. I was watching Channel 19 News at 6 o'clock. They were doing the sports segment, and a reporter was interviewing a Gladiators player in the locker room. Suddenly in the background, a guy comes walking out, buck naked, with his rather substantial package hanging out. He stands there for a few seconds. Then he looks over and sees the camera, and he put a towel over his junk. I'm laughing like hell. And they quickly switch back to the news desk. The two guys there don't even flinch, not even a oops, sorry about that. Anyways, congratulations to Channel 19 for putting some full frontal nudity in their newscast. Maybe they'll get a local Emmy out of it. That's it, Alan. Thanks. Bye.
I almost put that in my sports break.
I sent you guys that video.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, when I went to set up the camera for Poundcake, he's like, "What's in that video?" I'm like, "Turn it on," and he watched it. He goes, "Ooh."
I mean, I could show it in the live stream, couldn't I? No, really?
I mean,
it already aired on broadcast television.
Yeah, I don't care. Do what you gotta do. We'll see what happens. I think it's pretty quick. Yeah, we'll see what we can get away with.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's YouTube.
But I don't know if you can hang dong on YouTube.
That dude is. Never mind. I'm not.
He's got a real knee shooter. I couldn't figure out.
Packing.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out.
Play it on YouTube. Let's see if how much our viewership jumps up from people wanting to see this baseball player's D.
Well, okay, hold on, because I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
Video. Oh, it said in the initial email it was a Guardians player. I guess I looked past that. Let me find the video here because he did attach it for me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'll switch this, right? This is them doing a live thing for 19 a couple of nights ago. And so he sees that there's something going on in the back or in the foreground, and
Yeah, the player notices before anybody else does.
He just covered it. He tries to be so nonchalant. Like, he's like, don't draw attention to yourself. And in doing that, I've been in those moments like, don't draw attention to yourself. And in doing so, you draw attention to yourself.
Yeah, but also, I would think that at that level, in professional sports, you're always like, oh, there's always going to be some post-game camera. So maybe the Gladiators, was it Guardians or... No,
Guardians, yeah.
The Guardians?
What? Yeah, that's the Guardians.
Okay, well then they should be used to a camera back there. I guess I was mentally confusing Gladiators and Guardians.
Yeah, Gladiators was the arena football team that's been defunct for a few years now.
So is that a fire?
Oh yeah, we don't have the Cleveland Gladiators anymore?
No.
How did
I think that whole league went away during
Oh,
COVID.
yeah?
Yeah. Or even maybe before.
I thought we still had the Cleveland Gladiators. How did that one slip by?
Well,
we
you're
don't
not Mr.
have the
Sports guy.
Gladiators anymore. When did they stop? They would not play the 2018 and 2019 seasons due to renovations on the Quicken Loans Arena. Before they could return in 2020, the league filed for bankruptcy. So they've been gone for 2 years.
Well, they've been gone.
They've gone for 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really was not paying attention. I thought we still had the Cleveland Gladiators. Granted, I couldn't tell you the last time I heard anybody talking about them, but in my mind, I thought they were still around. Okay, so Guardians locker room.
Yeah.
I don't even know who either of those players are. I don't know the guy
I
they're
know that's
talking
Quan
to.
that they're talking to.
Oh, Stephen Kwan's the guy
Yeah.
they're talking to?
I'm not sure who it was in the background.
Channel 9P. Channel 9P over there with the camera in the locker room. All right, well, congratulations to them. I don't, and you're not going to come back to the guys at the desk and they're going to say something, right? They're going to be like, whoa, put the bats away. Because they don't want to draw
balls
more
and
attention.
strikes.
It would be me pulling up this video and then someone like, they're always doing tours back here. Someone's going to point in the window like, and so this is, whoa, what is he looking at?
Uh-huh.
Like research, sir.
Research.
Doing a job.
I'm doing some research. Anyway, Guardians are going to play the Orioles tonight at 6:10. And they had some hot bats last night. Boy, they were swinging left and right last night. They were swinging all over the place. Swinging like they were in the locker room.
They be stroking. Swinging to the left.
Swoken? What?
Stroking
They're
to the
swoking, Alan.
The guy who called said Gladiators. That's probably what was jamming me up, I guess. All right. By the way, there are people asking me about bed bugs. I don't know. I don't have any information whatsoever.
Someone called in and asked about that.
Yeah, word is trickling down that someone in the morning apparently is.
I heard Jeffrey had some or something.
I'd be surprised if he didn't, quite frankly. So
Is he sleeping in those
you're not gonna color me shocked, but I don't have any. I have no details on it.
But that's not the studio that we use. So
No,
we
they got their own thing.
We should be okay.
Yeah.
Over here.
Want your own studio? You got it.
Doesn't it like jump from people to people and from room to room? Isn't that how like houses get infested with?
I think
bugs?
if it's in the sheets or something, and people, I don't quite know how that
So
works.
it's in the walls and.
I know that if I go home and find out that I have them, there's going to be a lawsuit filed. I know that.
Me too. Ooh, what do I get?
He's always, what do I get?
What do I?
What
get?
do I?
Wait, are we going
Poundcake
to
is
lawsuit,
Mr.
or are we just going to get them to take care of the bill? I don't need a lawsuit. They're paying for the.
It's a workplace hazard.
Okay.
Yeah. What Alan said.
This guy, he is
Class action lawsuit.
Man.
Come my way.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk right into the office. I'm gonna be right behind him with my hands on my hips. Like, you see how outraged he is? He can't work like this.
How outraged.
What? He's gonna file a lawsuit. You want him to file a lawsuit? Oh, God, I'm gonna have to stand my ground. He's my boss.
But even just talking about this, I'm like, I am kind of itchy though. Like, just.
Yeah, I don't want. Poundcake is Mr. Money for Nothing. Remember Money for Nothing by the Dire Straits?
Great song.
This was their big breakout hit, right? Age of MTV.
Yeah.
Album called Brothers in Arms. Mark
Drops an
Knopfler
F-bomb.
drops an F. Yeah. Yeah, not the big F one,
Right.
the homosexual F one. And that was subsequently, I think, edited out for radio play, but it was in there. It was the 80s. It was a different time.
It was in there until like 2 years ago.
I know. They're bleeping every other word of Everlast's big hit, but they're still keeping the F word in Money for Nothing. But this is Poundcake's life. Money for nothing and your dudes for free. He wants money for nothing. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. And Poundcake doesn't even play the guitar on the MTV.
Not yet, he doesn't. There's still time.
I don't play music on the MTV. That's not his fault, but it's...
No, it's all just ridiculousness.
I never understood the lyrics about the custom kitchens and the microwaves. Was that supposed to be a flex of how rich they were back in the day?
I think so.
That we got color TVs and microwave ovens?
In the kitchen?
Whoop. I'll bail out before that. That is the un...
That's unedited
Still got
version?
the F in it.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. That's not the radio version. That's Anywho, Poundcake is Mr. Money for Nothing. What do I get?
Well, I can't have bed bugs. I mean, I'm poor, but I'm not that poor.
Well, good. Let's hope it stays that way.
I don't even know if this is wood, but I'm going to knock on it.
It's for Micah. Something along those lines.
It was his birthday the other day.
Micah?
Oh, I was thinking Mike Pika.
I'm like, who's Micah?
Hey,
I don't really know
Micah? Hey, is it Isaiah?
Isaiah, I guess.
It's Isaiah. Yep, you got it.
What's going on, man?
With the S at the end.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Hey, I just want to call. I want to know if I'm good. I want to know if anybody has called in and requested to be a bureau chief since the disappearance of the map and the rediscover of the map.
Has anybody? I've gotten messages. I don't know if anybody's called in. Where are you going to be posted up?
I would like to be the first one to call in and request to be a bureau chief from Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville. I mean, we do have people there, but I can certainly add you to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people there. I always listen to your guys' show, and I was like, man, I would love to be a bureau chief. And I was moving from Ashtabula, and I couldn't really pick up your station then. I used to listen to you on the podcast now, but now officially, this will be the only way I'll be able to listen to you is over the podcast on iHeartRadio.
So
Well
you're moving you're moving to Jacksonville.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, and what work has taken you down there?
I actually picked up a job at the Air National Guard, and it's double my income.
Beautiful.
Selling my house is obviously a good time right now. I'm probably going to double the price of what it was when I bought it, so I'm hoping to profit off of that.
Nice, dude.
And yeah, we got a 18-month-old daughter. Gonna try to bring her up in some nice hot weather.
Right.
And get her some done, and just kind of spread our roots a little bit.
Yeah, good for you. And I think Jacksonville Jacksonville is one of the kind of lesser expensive cities to live in too, so that's good.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I got a lot of friends that are moving or trying to get it moving. One of my friends is interviewing to work with Miami Heat, and then I got another guy who his wife got a job as a nurse making like six figures.
Sure.
So that's like an easy, sure, I'll be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
So he's moving into Cape Canaveral or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember where he lives. But
Yep, be
one of the
choking on
more
rocket
expensive
fuel
ones.
fumes. Yeah, listen, Florida, it's like the
Yeah.
friggin' Wild West down there. So everybody's like, let's get in before it's underwater and see what we can, let's stack some cheddar, baby. All right, well, I'll put you on the list, Isaiah.
Thank you.
And good luck down there, brother.
Yeah, congrats on the job, man.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Love you
All
guys.
right, man, thank you. Take care. There's Isaiah, who's going to be a new bureau chief down there in Jacksonville, Florida. We also have Butch. He's new up in New. We got a couple in upstate New York. He's in North Tonawanda. Then I heard from Megan, who's in Bath, New York. Hey, Cody.
Yo, how's it going?
Cody's just in plain old Kent, Ohio. He's not in Jacksonville or upstate New York, just in Kent.
That's it.
And that's okay. What's up?
Hey, so I just had the story about how Money for Nothing was written. I
Yeah.
thought it'd be an interesting tell.
All right.
So it's Mark Knopfler. He was actually sitting at a kitchen display at an appliance shop, and he overheard a couple of workers in the warehouse in the back, and he was just sitting there writing down, like word for word, what they were talking about. So they were just complaining about their day jobs, and that's...
And then he just added in the MTV part. He's like, I'm watching these guys move microwave ovens and
the workers had MTV on, and they were just complaining like, okay, I mean, they got everything they want, and we're over here delivering kitchens and shit. So
Plus, the beauty is nobody's really going to recognize Mark Knopfler. So that's, unless you can do a deep dive on Dire Straits. All right, well, congratulations to that guy for moving all those microwave ovens. I don't know. And Sting in the song, too. Gordon Sumner. Maybe you've heard of him? Alan Cox Show After Hours line. What?
I'm more of a Weird Al version of the song where he does the Beverly Hillbillies version of it from UHF.
Ah, right.
If you have,
but what's it called, though?
I think it's just Weird Al Beverly Hillbillies, probably.
That's a long ramp on this song. Get to it, homie. Family Fit. Have you seen the trailer for the Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for that. It's going to be on the Roku channel.
Roku channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
November 4th, I think it comes out.
Yeah, the Weird Al movie with Harry Potter playing Weird Al Yankovic. You put him in a mustache and a fro wig, and you're good to go.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I love Weird Al Yankovic, so
I know you do.
I'm very excited. Honestly, one of the best concerts I've ever been to was Weird Al.
Puts on a good show.
He puts on a great show.
How?
Tony.
What?
Sorry, I'm just curious. What about it made it great? For what?
Well, first of all, the songs are very nostalgic for me, so I love that part of it. But then he has a lot of costume changes and it's just fun. It's just a fun show.
It's super political.
Yeah, that's the best part. Well, he's also just a guy that all those songs.
Yeah,
too.
right.
Like they're so silly and fun, and he does the costume changes and
it's a good time.
It's a good time. And it's definitely. I mean, talk about taking away cool points.
What's the best concert you've ever been to? Weird Al Yankovic. Hey, you like what you like. He puts on a good show.
Hey, Alan, it's Tony in Brunswick. Just want to give a piece of constructive criticism. Maybe we can save all the promotions for the end of the show. Seems that just too much time is spent each segment, like shoehorning in a comedy appearance or some car repair place. And
car repair place.
Oh, he means Terry's North Coast Auto. They have 2 locations.
Oh,
Parma
that's
and
what he's talking about?
Terry's
He's got some thoughts on that,
Auto.com.
boy.
Also, I think the
That-
comedy show he's talking
Terry-
about is my comedy special recording September 2nd and 3rd at the Funny Stop.
Oh, that's what he's talking about,
Yes.
you shoehorning in.
Yes,
Oh, I
yes.
see.
for Bill and Mary to promote themselves in their careers because they're comedians. But maybe they can just do it in the last segment because I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like more of the show is just about promoting themselves than discussing the actual topics you have. But at the end of the day, you guys are the professionals. I don't know. This is just one man's opinion. And I think Pip Cake is hilarious, by the way. Hate the show.
Oh, you see what he did there,
Yeah.
Cody? He took a dig at you.
I
Pip
did,
cake.
and
Yeah.
I will say for Bill, as far as him promoting things, it is kind of weird because if someone wanted to go to the Funny Stop, you don't even say where it's located. So how would they know where to go?
Oh, they'd have to go to Cuyahoga Falls. Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls.
But what if they complain about there not being any parking?
Oh, well, it's free parking.
Oh, yeah,
actually,
yeah.
So that's great.
They go, I walked out here right on Euclid Avenue to buy tickets, and they didn't have them. I don't know where to go.
There's no parking.
Yes, well, sir, you are one person, and I value each person's opinion, some more than others, and that's fine. I like it a lot, actually, because it makes I have less to put together for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to Bill and Mary beforehand, and I'll say, okay, we've got 4 hours. I've only prepared 1.
And also,
So 3 of them are going to have to be you guys talking about your upcoming gigs.
Which we always
and
have 'em.
break.
we always
And we
have,
do plugs at the end of the show.
Yeah, we do plugs at the end of the show, but also we want to get plugs. People listen at different times across the show, so you got to do plugs when you can get them in. And also, sometimes it's funny. It's a bit to pull back the curtain a little bit,
But also,
to kind of sneak in a Terry's plug.
that is the kind of complaint, though, that tells me that this is a guy who listens to long stretches of the show,
Which I appreciate.
which I want,
Mm-hmm.
of course. So it's a double-edged sword there. I understand where you're coming from, but listen, it wasn't for him talking about his show, just me showing baseball dong and corn boy.
Corn boy and baseball
dong.
Did our cool points go up because we showed baseball dong?
I don't know. It's been a very phallic show today between the baseball guy and corn boy. It's been, I don't know what to tell you.
We don't call these sausage parties for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Alan, Jacksonville is not cheap at all. This is from Aaron. I moved here last year. My rent in Akron for a 1-bedroom was $750.
I think you were saying.
My apartment in Jacksonville is smaller, and it's $1,580.
But I think you were saying compared to the rest of Florida.
Correct. Jacksonville. Well, I was just looking at, I did a quick median home price thing, you know. I don't know how much of an indicator of anything that is. But yeah, listen, yes, you went from Akron, Ohio to Jacksonville, Florida. Yes, it's going to be very expensive. Someone was texting me earlier today. His daughter is going to law school at DePaul University in Chicago, and he said it's crazy expensive. They've got her an apartment. And I go, yeah, especially that neighborhood. It's a neighborhood called Lincoln Park. You know, any college neighborhood, especially in the city, you take the city prices, then you throw a college there where they're already looking to rip kids off. And it's going to be really expensive. But I said, he goes, oh, no, and then he told me where she was living. I go, oh, well, she's like in a high rise on the lake. That's going to be, you know, all told, Chicago is still a very affordable city to live in for its size compared to other cities like that. But yeah, if you go from Akron to Jacksonville, yes, it's going to cost you a lot more because they're factoring in the weather and other things. But yeah. Thank you, Aaron, who is another one of our bureau chiefs in Jacksonville. So she's joined by Isaias very soon down there. I got to take a break. Martin Malloy is going to open for Bill Squire at the aforementioned special taping at the Funny Stop this weekend, and he's going to join us after the break. I'm going to pick his brain. He is a singular individual. He's a quirky dude and a funny guy, and I'll see what he's got ticking up there. I'll also have those Tenacious D tickets for you. Last pair of the week. So if you want to go see Jables and Cage and DJ Doug Pound in a couple of weeks at Blossom, I'll get you a couple of tickets after the break. 35192 on a text for anything else, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever.